Hi, so you have your core set of oils and you've jumped in and got started with the doTERRA lifestyle. Congratulations. And I just want to do a little run through of those core 10 oils and just make sure that you're confident with how to use them and what the different ways to use them are, and with safety as well. So let's start with lavender. Lavender is one of my favorite first aid oils. We have this in my handbag pretty much all the time. We use it for cuts and burns and grazes, bruises, all of those things. You would want to have a carrier oil to hand. So if you have a little bottle of fractionated coconut oil in your bag, then you can put that on the cut or area of discomfort, and then put one drop on and just let that soak in on its own. So lavender, great first aid. Also for anything relaxing. So if it's a skin irritation, nettle sting, insect bite, anything where the skin is irritated, lavender is really calming and soothing for that. It's also for anything soothing emotionally. So if you need a little bit of calm down, then you can put a drop in your hand like this, and then you will rub your hands together. So when I say cup and breathe, cup your nose and mouth and breathe deeply, this is what I mean. Take some deep breaths in. It's so relaxing, super, super powerful. So it's a lovely one to do just before bedtime, or to put on the children's feet before bedtime as well. So you can put a drop on the soles of their feet. It's really effective to just relax everyone, including yourself, during the bedtime routine if you have young children. So really relaxing, which is lavender. It's also fantastic for soothing achy muscles or anything like that as well. So lemon is one of the oils that we use the most of. This is one that we put in our water. So put a drop in a glass of water and drink it all the time. It's really detoxing and cleansing. So it just helps you to just ward off some of those sweet cravings, or just cravings for food, but also help you to just cleanse out any toxins that you have taken into your body through pollution or anything like that, or anything that you've eaten with that's been wrapped up in plastic. So that's your lemon, really good for that. The other thing that we use lemon for is putting a drop in the toilet bowl to freshen up the toilet, the smell of the toilet. Also for cleaning, so we put it in our cleaning spray. It has a lovely, lovely fresh smell, and is also very good at cutting through grease, and is also antibacterial. So quite a little powerful lemon in that bottle. So lemon's a really nice one to use every day. Peppermint is my energizer. So this is my boost of energy. So if I need a little burst of energy in the morning or mid-afternoon, then I will again put a drop in my hand, rub my hands together, take some deep breaths in. You'll want to close your eyes when you're doing this one, because it can make your eyes water if it's too close to your eyes. But a fantastic one for that. I also sometimes do this as well. So put a drop on my hand, and then I will then just lick the area, and it just freshens the breath, and I can feel the oxygen coming through my all of my body. So it really gives me that burst of energy, and it's really, really refreshing. So peppermint's great for that. The other thing that peppermint is good for is for your digestive system. So you can put a drop of water in a drop of peppermint in a glass of water and drink it for any sort of stomach discomfort. Really quickly calms that down. It's really effective for any sort of digestive discomfort. Also good for muscle tension, which is why it's fantastic for supporting headaches. So you can put a drop on your finger, across the forehead, on the temples. Again, close your eyes because it can make your eyes water, and put it on the back of the neck or wherever you feel the source of the pain is. Peppermint is brilliant for that. So that's how we use peppermint. Or the last thing we do use it is if any of us have a fever, particularly the children, I'll put a carrier oil. We use fractionated coconut oil. Carrier oil on the spine, and then one drop of peppermint up and down the spine, and it helps to just calm down that temperature and keep it at a reasonable level, so they can just get better and not have any sort of chemicals in their body. So that's peppermint, is another one that we use a fair bit of. Melaleuca, the best way to remember Melaleuca, which is tea tree oil, is for anything disgusting. So nits, fungal toenails, athlete's foot, dandruff, spots, all of those things Melaleuca is fantastic for. So you can get specific recipes for each of those using the Droply app that we either have sent you or will be sending you if you don't have it yet. so that you have the usage of all those recipes. But we have used this really effectively for clearing nits in my little girl. We've only had them once in our home. Usually I spray them before they go to school. Clearly I got slack. Really effective for that. But we do use this as a general cleansing property in the bottom of the shower or in the bath if there's any sort of skin discomfort in our children. So a really cleansing one. You can also, it's a very gentle oil, put it on your finger if there's a spot coming up. You can use that one for that one as well. So Melaleuca is tea tree oil. Then we've got our oregano. So very much a companion of Melaleuca. So oregano is the most powerful natural antibiotic, and it can isolate a virus and stop it from duplicating. So the way we use that is by putting it on the soles of the feet if it's for children. For myself, if I feel anything brewing, I put a drop, only one drop of oregano in a shot glass of warm water, and then I gargle and swallow it, and usually by the next day, anything that was brewing has gone. So it's really powerful. It's really good to combine with Melaleuca because the two together, pretty unstoppable, and they will cleanse pretty much anything that's going on. So you can put a drop of each in that shot glass and gargle and swallow it, or you can put it in a veggie cap, which is a little capsule that you then put your drops of oil into as well. Then we've got the king of all oils, which is frankincense. This is one of the ones that we use daily in our home. So I use it to start the day by putting a drop of frankincense under my tongue, so like this. And it's not my favorite flavor, but it's so effective for just helping to support my cellular health. So that's why I do that. It's also a mood lifter. So it supports a healthy mood and healthy cellular function. So that's why I do that. Also helps me to have mental clarity as well. So it passes the blood-brain barrier. So frankincense we use on a daily basis like that. The other way we use this is to reinforce any of the other oils we want to combine it with. So if someone has a cough in our home, then we will put a drop of air, which I'll come to in a minute. And then we'll add a drop of frankincense because it reinforces any other oil that we're adding it to. So it's a really powerful one. It's also one that if my children have cut themselves, I would put a drop of frankincense because it's fantastic for scarring and helping the tissue to heal any sort of damage that is on the skin as well. So really, really effective for that. So that's what we use that one for mostly. So as I said, air or breathe is for anything respiratory. So coughs, colds, congestion of any kind, seasonal discomforts of any kind. So air, you can put a drop on your chest, you can put it on your hand, cup your nose and mouth and inhale. You can put it under your nose. You can also put it across the nose to alleviate snoring, which I know firsthand. So really effective for that. You can, mostly for our children, we put it on the chest with a carrier oil, and it really helps them to be able to sleep better if they have any sort of congestion of any kind. So that's the main use for air. Fantastic in a diffuser, because then it's continuing to give you that support throughout the night as well. So again, if there's any congestion issue, I would add frankincense to that diffuser as well to help with that. Then we've got On Guard, is probably one of the ones that we use in the diffuser and the most consistently out of all of them. So On Guard is in our diffuser pretty much all the way through the winter, or at those key times when there's a lot of things going around and we're trying to protect our loved ones. So On Guard is the protective blend, so it helps you to not catch everything going. So we put 4 or 5 drops in the diffuser, and then it's protecting and helping to support everyone's immune system. The other way we use this is to roll it on the soles of the feet, diluted with the fractionated coconut oil again, or any carrier oil like sunflower, or the hard coconut oil, or almond oil, or all of those carrier oils. So On Guard is just supporting your immune system. So on the soles of the feet is brilliant. The other way that we use this is putting a drop of it neat. So if you've got any sort of mouth or oral discomfort with gums or teeth, you can put a drop on your finger and then just rub it on the area of discomfort, and you'll taste it. It's quite a strong taste, and then it will then feel a numbing sensation, and it just totally helps to seal off the nerve so that pain goes away. So On Guard is really effective with that. It has clove in there, which is why it was one of the very powerful antioxidant. So that's On Guard. We also can use this in our cleaning spray, so often combined with the lemon to make our cleaning spray with a few drops of On Guard, a few drops of lemon, and then your water and cleaner concentrate or white vinegar. So, but you can definitely get some cleaning recipes from the link that's in the comments as well. So the other blends that are in your core package are ZenGest. So ZenGest is everything digestion related. So anything that you have that comes up, but from here to the other end, you would use your ZenGest. So you've got heartburn or cramping or bloating of any kind, constipation, diarrhea. What we use for children, we rub it on their tummy clockwise with a carrier oil. So I apply the coconut oil to their tummy, and I add 1 drop of ZenGest, and then rub that in clockwise. You can also put it on the soles of the feet if it's for younger children. For myself, I find the most effective way is putting 1 drop in a glass of water and drinking it, and it works wonders. It's fantastic for supporting your digestive system to rebalance itself. So if you have any cramping or bloating, I would definitely recommend some ZenGest in a glass of water. Equally and slightly randomly, ZenGest is really, really very supportive for sinusitis. So by putting it across here or over the nose, it can be very effective for clearing sinusitis, which is a little bit strange, but very effective. So then we have Deep Blue, which is the soothing blend. This is for any sort of inflammation or pain of any kind. So this is one of the best ones to dilute. So the best way to use this is diluted, not because it irritates the skin, but because it allows it to sit on the area that you're aiming for longer. And so you'll be able to have the benefits in that area. So the way I use this is that I melt down a little cup or a small jar of coconut oil, the hard white coconut oil. I add 20 drops of Deep Blue to it, then mix it round, pop it in the fridge, and it goes hard. And I've just created a little cream for myself that I rub on my shoulders to help to ease any tension in the evening. And it is so effective at just gently easing that tension. If it's any sort of pain from an injury or from a repetitive strain, then you can also rub that directly on the area, either in the cream or a drop directly on the area, and that helps to be able to alleviate that pain as well. So very effective one. Also can be very effective for migraines or headaches that are caused by excessive tension in the neck area particularly. This one is, again, super effective for pain. If you have the rub, then it's the same thing. This bottle is in this tube of cream, and you would use a pea-sized amount. So I'll show you, pea-sized amount on whichever area you're aiming for. So the size of a pea. And then you'll rub it into wherever your source of pain or discomfort is. And then you'll be able to feel a heating or a cooling sensation. If at any time you apply these oils to your skin and you feel any sort of discomfort, don't panic and don't worry about it. But what you won't want to do is to wash it with water. You get a carrier oil, either coconut oil or almond oil or sunflower oil, any oil that you can get your hands on, and you put that oil on top until it calms down. If it's in your eyes, so just in terms of safety, we never put oil into our eyes, up our noses, or into our ears. If you do get oil in your eyes or in any other sensitive area, just get a cotton pad or a tissue, put some oil on it, and then just wipe, and it will calm down very, very quickly. So we don't want to wash that out with water. We want to dilute it with oil, and it will calm down very quickly. So that's the run through of those core 10. If you have the Lifelong Vitality, then just want to give an indication of how to take those. So the full dose is 4 of each every day, and I take 2 of each of the 3 in the morning and 2 of each in the afternoon, so after around 2 or 3 o'clock. So 2 of each in the morning, 2 of each in the afternoon for the full dose. And that's how to take the Lifelong Vitality pack. So I hope that's helpful. You will be getting You will have a personalized plan made for you as well, but this is just a way to get you started and get you feeling more confident with the beautiful oils that you have in your home. So enjoy them, make the most of them, and I hope they have as much impact on your home as they have had on ours.